All right, so if we are trying to get rid of these people right here, these 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We're gonna make selections over each one, okay? Once we have our selection, we're gonna go to edit and content aware fill, okay? Now the people over here on this side should disappear. If you see an outline left behind, right? Like this one right here, right? That just means our selection was not made correctly, right? All these other ones don't have an outline, so we don't have to worry about that. But this one does have an outline. So we're gonna go into the lasso tool right here. We're gonna click and we're gonna go into add, and we're just gonna add more information out, right? So we're gonna try and select, try and get as close to the object as possible without touching it, right? We're gonna select his shadow. We're gonna select everything right here. The better your selection is, the less you have to fix later, right? So we're gonna get as close as possible. You can get closer than this, right? And you can add your selection, right? Make it bigger. There it is. So once I add more into my selection on this side, that outline should disappear, right? I have one more person right here. I can add that person right now, right? So we're still in the adding, and we're just gonna get as close as possible to this person, right? To add that selection. So you can add the selection before you do edit content aware fill, or you can do it after, right? So we're gonna make the selection, and we're gonna select all of this person right here. Okay, and then he should disappear over here once it clears up, right? All right, so we're gonna try and make this a little bit better, right? And we're gonna try to, and taking off the selection right here, and we're gonna try and add as much information as we can right here, right? And the better I make my selection, the better it'll fix itself on this side, right? So it's very important how your selection is made on this assignment, okay? You can go back in here and add some more information, right? And like I said, the more information you add, the more it cleans up on this side, and the less you have to fix later, right? So as you can see, there's a repeated pattern of this lady right here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into the editable version, into the paintbrush, and we're going to take off the information of where the people are, right? Because that seems to be subtract, yeah. We're gonna make this a little smaller, our circle, and we're gonna take off the information where the people are, right here. Okay, once I take it off, this should go away, right? And it's gonna modify a lot of the other stuff as well, okay? So anything that you guys see that repeats, you guys can zoom in using this button right here at the bottom to scroll. To zoom, sorry, right? So if you start seeing repeated patterns in here, let me zoom in a little bit, right? It's coming from here. So I'm gonna deselect on this side, right? And I'm just gonna deselect all the cars generally, because we don't really need the cars to fill in our selection. So we're just gonna get rid of all these cars right here. We don't need them, right? And once I deselect that, it should start taking away that repeated pattern. But now we have an outline. You're just gonna keep adding and subtracting into your selection until you see that you can fix it from there, right? The more you edit here, the less you have to fix later, right? So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna keep adding and subtracting in from this until you're satisfied, until you see that the people are gone, there's no outline, there's no repeated patterns. That's what we're looking for, okay? Once you do that, we're gonna go straight into the clone tool.